down and get you. Thanks very much. Thank
It
you.
is working
Yeah.
at people,
Yeah.
Louise,
You know, I'm working for developing many years.
So
Software development.
you've emailed
Yes, I am a
me
digital
your
person.
stuff.
How are you?
Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
He's trying.
I can speak Arabic, you know.
Yeah, it's very good when
I can
he reply
speak.
with
I
I said
can
Assalamu alaikum, he replied very well.
Yeah.
So this is attract people. So
I
you
told
have
you
to
about
know all
Fatiha.
of the
I told you about Fatiha, you know, when I went to Arabic to read the Quran.
Some, it depends which part, because there's different dialogues. Some say, Maalaikum salam, some say, Waalaikum
Are you Muslim?
Yeah, Maalaikum.
No, I just studied Arabic. I studied the
It's
Quran.
all the same, it's
This
just
is amazing
like
because
different
even Arabs
dialogue
cannot
from
pronounce the
different-
Arab here
Yeah.
cannot pronounce it
from
like
different,
that.
Yeah, I
the same
studied
country,
the
you
Arabic.
have different
I've been in a
languages,
very,
but people speak
I've been
different
on a
dialects,
different
like
journey, you know how
Mandinka
to,
and the Fulani.
yeah.
Yes.
Fulani from you and my
Fulani.
Fulani are almost the same, but they are all Fulani in your country. There's seven different kinds of Fulani
I
dialects.
sent
I
you
speak
the
a lot of any
this
Fulani. I can
one.
speak any
Yes.
Fulani.
I know, read just like
I
Fulani.
didn't even know
I know, read just like my mom, you know.
Hello. Sorry for that. Okay.
Between the guys, I think.
What can I do to help?
All the guys over there, why don't we?
The sound, it's okay.
Oh, sound.
You don't speak Yoruba, please.
Shiny, my mom
I'm
understands.
here sitting there. Sit there, it's okay.
I understand some
Yeah, you
bits,
can
but
sit
no,
here.
I
So
don't
you speak Beni.
Oh, definitely.
So that's the,
Because I do.
that's the one I need to learn. That's the one I need to learn. I need to pick it up quick. Yeah, I will pick it up. Trust me, I'm very good with languages. I'll pick it up. Yeah. I speak Ghanaian. I speak Ghanaian language. I speak Ghanaian language better than he does.
Which one?
The Ghanaian language. I
Ghanaian
speak-
have more than one
Before
language.
starting presentation, please,
Yes,
this is will go
okay.
to you, so don't pick up
My
from
mother
me.
is English.
Okay.
So,
My
Just
dad
see it,
was
just to
back when I was
compare,
about 11,
okay?
sorry, I didn't.
My father's
I mean,
name. When I was
this
young,
will
My mother
go
is
and you
English.
will
My
choose
mother is
right-
English as well.
I went to
right-
Ghana,
right
so I went-
photo
I had
or
school
the
in
left
Ghana.
photo, because it's the same for the same subject, so you can compare between two things. Anyway, yesterday, as Anita
Sorry to
mentioned,
interrupt. Do you want the lights off?
45.
yeah, please.
And when Athea is presenting, just write down some positive
Yesterday
feedback
in our IT business course,
Athea, yeah?
Phil told me about software, and I like it, and I make about 10 seconds of that one in the time of lecture, and then I love it. So I'm struggling with that one because it's a free trail, and I don't have that freedom to work
We'll work it out.
freely with that one. So I do my best. It's the first try, so apologize.
Just
for
turn
my
on.
accent in English because it's very poor,
Speak Arabic.
and sometimes yeah.
Apologise afterwards.
Yeah.
Not now.
Okay. No, from the beginning. So please don't. When you listen some word, it's meaning bad things. So please just understand as a good thing because I mean the good things.
Sorry guys, I've got to take my shoes off because my feet is hurting.
Anyway,
Don't worry.
So,
No, it
let's
doesn't.
listen, and we'll start the video now. Okay?
I said that Richard has just got up because I said I'm not taking my shoes off.
Today, we'll talk about a very popular issue with photography, with smartphone photography and its relation to professional photography. The question is,
Are smartphones enough for photography?
and this is what we will talk about today. So,
I have an iPhone 6 Plus. It's amazing. It has a backside illuminated sensor, an f2.2 lens, and optical image stabilization. Yes, I have optical image stabilization in my phone. Would I ever use it for work? Not a chance.
she was sleeping, so I couldn't call her again. So I record myself. I can handle about any lighting or lack of lighting situation. With the rise of smartphones, many have shed tears or cheered the death knell of the DSLR. The laws of physics aren't going anywhere. No matter how amazing technology gets, there are some fundamental limitations that will more or less always be in the way of smartphones. In particular, the laws of physics are very difficult to bypass. I am talking about sensor size. Larger sensors are in general better sensors. They can gather more light and offer more depth of field control. The sensor in my Nikon D810 is exactly 50 times bigger than that in my iPhone. I can shoot between ISO 1600 and 6400 and much more. My iPhone maxes out at ISO 800 and believe me, it's not pretty. Beyond physics, DSLRs and high-level mirrorless cameras feature interchangeable lenses. This is not the case with the smartphones. Even if you got additional lenses to attach in the front of iPhone lens, the quality is very low versus quality of DSLR cameras. There are many aspects telling us why the DSLR camera is much better. But I will compare the image quality in daytime, no need to higher ISO, and I am not going to change the lens. I will use 48mm with full frame Nikon camera to be equivalent to iPhone wide angle lens. Then I will use 105mm lens to be close to zoom lens in iPhone to shoot macro. I am not going to tell you the difference. Please prepare a pencil and choose the best quality from the following slides.
So you can see the two pictures and see which one is better, right or left. So just write it down, here and backwards. I mean
The other side.
Yeah, the other side. And you can see it from here if you wanted to see the, okay? Just pass it through because, right or left?
To myself, both of them are kind of interesting.
Just hold it. See the other side, so you can
Left.
decide much better.
No, we're supposed to write it down.
For me, like, it's much better.
So this is the left, and this is the right. There's another picture, left and right. I just zoom it. Okay, zoom out. The same picture, so you can see it. You see the details in here
You can see a
and the
difference
details in
this
here.
is-
Still, this is PowerPoint, so the resolution is not. I mean, I cannot get that resolution, but hopefully with the. And then with the details of the sky, the next picture we'll see. So now the skies. This one and this one. Still, without printing, you cannot see the difference that much, but you can feel it as the details in here and here. And the last one. So you see this one and this one, which one is better? It's nice to get it or put it on the wall, let's say. And this is, you have it in here.
Are they the same pictures?
It's the same picture but different cameras, okay? This is my logo, and if you have a business, go only with a professional camera. Don't use your smartphone camera in your business. If you are going to make a video for your business, use professional photos only. Just and this is example of how to use professional photos and videos.
Some sad stories that happen.
You can go zoom it, make it, because you have high resolution photos, so you can play with it in videos. And smartphone camera, if you zoom it, you will see the effects of that. So this is the idea why we use professional photos in the videos, because moving photos attract eyes more. It's like feeling. So they are all professional. They are all with the DSLR cameras. It's nothing with a smartphone, but just I bring example of my old videos and just put it as an example for that. This is Rochdale in Manchester, and I use this music because of what happens in Manchester 2 days ago. It's very sad. Music called Nostalgia. Liverpool. You will see it now. Next video I will explain why we have to use professional printer in the business. Please, just give me this paper.
No.
I will not explain it today, but this is like, you know, you are a business or something, so just attract you to come to me again later. So not only the professional camera we have to use professional things from first stage to the last stage. The first stage is to take photo. Second stage is to make post-processing. It should be very professional. And third stage is the product as a digital or as a print. So sometimes you have very nice photo, but then you're shocked that your photos look like the iPhone camera. Why? Because the printer, your 30 quid printer, give you this resolution. So you will not feel the difference between iPhone and professional camera. Here, this company, I print this book with them. They are very professional, but even with that, they are not enough for me, because as you see this photo here, if you see it here, it's the same photo in here. Actually, this is just destroyed, so just I use it as an example. You see the sun here, okay? There's some orange circle around it, while I use my professional printer, which has cost me 500 quid. Okay, you will see the smooth of colors, how it's going from up to down. So nothing happens in that one. Yeah. So see, because of printer, I may lose the quality. So when you are going for professional things, you have to going from the start to end as professional. That's why some companies they cost very much money for printing, and you are surprised why, because of that. Okay. Now, as a gift that I bring gift today with me, it's cost the price about 60 quid for each. So because I cannot give to everyone, so I put the names of Slavo, Anita, George, Nikki, Anthony, and Georgiana. Okay. So I just make it like this, okay, and make it like this,
and ask Richard to choose because he's not in this.
Pick a
so
card,
to
any
choose two cards only.
Good choice.
This one, who's this?
This is Anita.
Anita, and the other one, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
This is George.
George. So please Louisa bring the gifts for them.
Oh, this is so cool.
Hey, lucky.
So
Oh,
this
wow.
Well,
is
it's my first name that
yeah.
gave me the.
Oh,
Look at that.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Is that for us?
Yes.
Yes. Good one for Anita.
Oh,
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. This is Burj Khalifa in Dubai. And this is Rochdale Town Hall, which is very famous. This is the Hitler one of this.
Thank you very much. Thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you very much.
Sorry for others, but this is what I can offer. It's cost me very much. You know, the inks of the printer itself, only the inks is about 120 quids. So just so remember.
Would you mind signing it for me?
Yes, I will sign it.
Yeah, I thought we were
It's-
going to
it's
say
here,
it.
sign it
Like, he
already.
wasn't here when we
So-
said all that.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
right, I think.
It's fine, yeah.
Ooh.
No, but that's is that your
No,
signature?
no, let me sign it.
Let's sign it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's a nice idea.
So, in my presentation, I just put my DSLR as the property of the camera phone because I know my iPhone camera cannot go beyond that thing. I mean, with the all capabilities. So I just compare that if my DSLR condition is like my iPhone, even with that, I got the big difference between iPhone and the professional camera. My advice is, if you are going to take photo for yourself, for quick things, yes, iPhone is it's much enough for you. But if you are going to use that photo in your business, don't use iPhone at all. Don't use it. This is very bad, recommendation from the iPhone advertising. Think that iPhone is good and the other or Samsung. No, don't listen to them. In business, it's not enough. You have to go with the professional thing. Yeah, and thank you.
Questions, please, for Athea.
How much did it cost to make this?
This is 60 quids. If I want to sell it, I sell it as 60 quids. With the other printer, I can sell it with 20 quids. Okay.
So, tell us. I'm intrigued about your video. You know, how long did have you spent many hours putting that together?
Yeah, the first thing that I use the trail version, so it's not give me that freedom. So when I record the voice, I cannot record it for each segment. I have to record it from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
So in the beginning, my daughter with me, so she helped me, and then she went to sleep, and then I have to record it by myself. So I repeat this voice many times because I always did mistake in the middle. It's long, about 2 minutes something, so I have to get. And at the end, when I happy with one of my recording, I said, okay, this is what I want, and it's the program go with the processing and nothing. Results, nothing, just going processing, and no results. So what I did, I record my voice on video in iPhone, okay, as a video, and then upload it to YouTube, and then downloaded the MP3 of that video and put it on that one. So I put the sound and then put the graphs and these things on the sound, because this is the limitation of free trial. Maybe if I have the full version, I can choose, make the graph and then do the sound for that one.
How many hours have you spent preparing for this in total?
Started yesterday.
Yeah, we started it
in the morning.
in our
in the
business,
lecture.
in our IT. That's when we learned how to do this quickly. He was the first one that picked it up and just made a small little video after that, and
Yeah.
then he went out and took some
Wow.
pictures in our
So you
break.
learned this in the
So
in the
it's
business
take
course
about
yesterday?
16,
yesterday we just learned it, and I
16
spent
hours.
on it
Do you not know
yesterday
what
as well.
It's
It's so
being
good.
done?
No,
It's
not
so-
the detail. No.
This is my first. Yesterday was my first time learning about this website, like how to use it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's about 16 hours.
And I'm really
What is this?
impressed.
Or more.
Yeah,
Don't know.
used it.
I mean, that's almost good enough, isn't it, to have as a professional marketing tool.
Yeah.
What you've done there.
Do you convince with it? Because I'm not
That's
convinced
what I
that
put
much with that because I needed more professional.
I think
things.
it
Yeah.
does you credit, actually.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote. Very professional.
Yeah,
Animation
I've
was
got that as
excellent.
well. Yeah.
And I love
Quite
this
impressed.
way because this is better than presentation, better than focusing on. Let's say there's some presentation that when you are talking about something, it's come out to this. I think writing, because this is like old days when the teacher writing on the board, so eyes catch the things that it will be right, wrote it on that, not on ready-made
Yeah. You follow it.
statements. So I think it's a psychological thing. It's attract people more to understand it. Hopefully, this is affecting on you
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and convince you that smartphone is not good for business.
Yeah, it has, because you can see, for me, who has an eye problem, that photo saw me more details than the other one. The one from your camera saw me more details
Yeah.
than the other ones, with the sky and also
Yeah.
with the flower.
You see this one, I took it with macro lens.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very small flower, by the way,
Yeah,
very
very,
very
very
small,
tiny.
very like this size. Okay, and I put my iPhone, and I'm struggling with iPhone. I took about maybe 20 photos for this because sometimes focusing when I make this square of iPhone, it's bigger than the flower itself. So sometimes they are going behind, make focusing, sometimes going up. So I'm trying many times just to get this photo. So first of all, struggling when you are going with the macro, okay. The second thing that you see here, it's like milky things, colors. It's not sharp, not like here. You can focus on this and blow all in behind. This is the one. Now in here, this is the one in here. I just zoom it, okay. So you see the details of the tree in here, and the color, how it's changing. It's not good. I mean, for professional things, it's not good. But here, everything is smooth, okay, and details of tree still in there, even with high cropped factor, okay. And you see smooth colors, smooth things. So this is nice for eye. When you see it, you feel comfortable. But this one, you feel like, you know, when you eat something, it's not good. So this you can digest this as an eye digestion. You can digest this, but this is difficult to digest. So this is the iPhone. This is the, and this is my logo.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
So I just got it yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And the other example of, if you want the next presentation, we'll talk about printing only and how to use the professional printer, not the normal printer. Like, you know, when you see the color printer, you said, okay, I can print my photo at home. But actually, this is not right. Because if you are going with photography with the business, let's say, yes, for personal use, it's enough, but for business, it's not enough. You have to go with professional printer, and you have to know what inks they use in the companies when you send your photo to print it, these things, because this is the final product. You have very nice photo, and you don't want to destroy this photo by printing. So you have to go with the things like this. Any question?
How much does it cost? How much did it cost you? I mean, how much will it cost you to say, for instance, advertise a company, you know, for instance, you know, like a site or something like that, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know how much it costs, but if someone come to me, let's say a new business, and this offer for you, that I'll make 2 photos free for you.
Say
As
for
a
instance,
startup
Say for
business.
instance, for my recipe, say I'm a restaurant, I want to open a restaurant,
Yeah.
but I want my recipes to come up vividly and clearly, you know. Instead of using my iPhone, I said, no, I need a professional photographer. I have got a recipe of, say for instance, 50
Depending,
minutes.
if you are using distinguished color, like, you know, red, light, I mean these three, 4 colors, so normal printer is enough for you, okay? But if you are going with photos and you want
you want to put photo in your restaurants,
Absolutely.
okay, that everyone like it, so you have to go with the professional thing. And professional thing is not cost you that much. If you have your photo with professional camera, these things, I don't know, but maybe 50 quids an hour.
That's very cheap.
Yeah, 50 quid an hour just to give you a photo. But printing is another story, so maybe another 50 quids to get that photo ready for that thing. I'm talking about the professional prices,
I think with that
the
price,
high
people
level of
expect
prices.
to pay
Yeah.
about that much.
If you ask about 10 photos, maybe they cost you about 200 or 300 in collection, as a collection. I mean, yeah. This is the things. But ask professional one to make this. It save time for you and give you a nice thing. And if you don't like, he can make it. I mean, he can repeat the session and do what you like. Not like when you are using your iPhone. You actually, I'm always said cheap things. It's like you are throw your money in the on street, because at the end you will throw it.
Apart from advertising, do you do weddings? You know, do you do other? You
Well,
know?
I need one. I need someone to help me in that. I mean, me only, it's not enough for a wedding. I need about one or two to help me in that area. So if I got someone or some girl, maybe I can go with that.
Because it seems like a lot of your photos are architectural. You know, I mean, do you do like again, you know, apart from architects, you know, do you do any other? Is there any other areas that
I did, but not for business. I did it for my friends, finding things, and yeah, it's nice.
You consider it?
Yeah. I mean, they use me as a main photographer.
No,
okay,
I'm
I give it to them as a free.
No, I'm talking about business. You know, have you considered
Business?
You know?
Yes, it's in one of my goals is this to cover the wedding and events. And actually, I am now covering events. I mean, when there's some events, reference, lecture, these things, I'm covering this. But you know, wedding, we have different cultures in here, and I need someone to understand all these cultures, because I don't know which the important moments of the wedding. So we have to catch these moments, and I have to train some people how to use the camera, the professional one, to get nice photos. Yep.
When you've taken these photos, who owns the negatives?
No negative in digital. No,
So it's all digital. So I saw your camera was a digital camera.
It's a digital camera. Yeah. No one uses negative now. In business, I mean.
But who owns? Okay, you take 50 photographs, all digital, and I've looked at the 50 photographs, and I decide that out of the 50, I'm taking all 50. Does that mean after my taking the 50 and I wanted a reprint, does that mean I get a reduction on the reprint if I want more of them?
Yeah.
Would that be in your costings, the actual
Yeah,
cost?
when you are, I mean, selling one item is not like selling a group of items. Okay, so we'll make some like discount if you ask for 1 photo to 5 photo. This cost for each. If 10 photo to 20, it's this cost. If more, it's cost differently.
Okay.
So this is should be in the because you know in one of the secrets in professional printing, that when you are going to print photo, sometimes you print this photo 2-3 times until you get the best conditions of printing, and then you can go with the others. So that's why the only one photo printing is costly. But when you are going with 10 photos or 20, so it saves time for photographer to print it, and save inks, because he will not repeat the print for everyone. This is the thing.
Thank you.
Any final questions for Athea, please?
Can I have your autograph, please?
Yeah, can we have the
Let's give him some feedback then, George.
This is the sign here. I know it's sign it,
Yeah, it's there.
and here it's the stamp. If you
Yeah,
can
I
feel
saw
it.
that.
Okay.
So it's ready made, and
fantastic.
there is a secret signing with UV. So if you are so if you put UV or ultraviolet light, you will see the sign.
Give him feedback.
Yeah, I got
Right.
one of those.
So,
To know this is
yeah.
origin. It's not. By the way, the paper of this, it's also expensive. This is called the Leicester. It's not glossy. It's not matte.
it's in between. So it's give you the colors without reflection. I mean, like the one. So it's ready made. Just take 16 by 20 inch frame and put it on it. Just push it and
I think I'm going to give you a feedback now. I think that you already made. You're ready to go. You know, I don't know what's stopping you. I think you're ready to go. You know, it was very professional. You know, your presentation. It was good eye contact because the way you done it. You know, we didn't have to. We just had to watch, but we didn't have to even look at you because we can hear you anyway. You know what I mean? As we watching, you know. It was very, very professional. Your contact and eye contact and the engagement with the team was fantastic. You know, you were very specific. You know, on your presentation from the video, you were very specific, on point and very. You were very. It was very impressive. You were very. The video was very effective and it was very attentive in details. You know, it caught me. You know what I mean? I zoomed in and I didn't want to take my eyes off. You know what I mean? I didn't want to blink my eye. You know, because it drew my attention. You know, it was very attentive and.
So you advised me to go with the professional, not with the free trial of that software.
No. I think that was fantastic. It was just too professional. It was very, very good, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I think that you couldn't have done. I think it was brilliant. You know what I mean? And after the presentation, you know, when the video stopped, you still was able to engage with us and explain further, you know, of other issues that was on the video. And that, you know, I think you're just ready to go. I don't know what's stopping you, to be honest. I think you're ready to go. You know what I mean? And if you show this to any company or wedding, someone that does wedding or any social events, you know what I mean? If this is shown to them, I don't think you have, because if he has, I'm sure you'd be running your business by now, you know. And I think you need to start having the balls to go to these places and actually say, look, I've got something to show you, you know, and put it on there, let them watch it, you know.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. It's on my YouTube channel, by the way.
Right.
So
no, I think physically, not YouTube. I think you should physically take yourself there, you know, and say to social events, you know, and say, this is me, this is what I'm about, you know. Would you like to take
just
can I
one
take 5
word,
minutes?
wicked.
Yeah.
Can I take 20 minutes of your time or 10, 15 minutes of your time to present, you know, my business, you know what I mean, physically, you know what I mean, physically. You know?
Yeah, later. I mean, because of this presentation that I did yesterday, I will make more professional one later, with more. I will actually when I did the presentation for professional work, like university, it's in my university. I'm always present these things to my colleague in the beginning, take the feedback and correct it to the best way, and then another prova I did in front of them, and until they said, now this is perfect, then I'm going to present it to the strangers, let's say.
Yeah, ideas for development and skills and content is that I think you should extend your business and its unique qualities, right, to different areas in photography, i.e. weddings, funerals, parties, and other social events. I don't think it should just be about buildings. I think that you can do more than that, you know. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
thank you.
It's brilliant.
Thank you. He loves me. Yeah.
Well, you've bribed him.
No, these are facts. These are facts.
Yeah, maybe because of that. Yeah.
No, these are facts. No.
They have
Honest
mutual
feedback.
love for each other.
Yeah,
He
honest
provides the food, he gives the food.
I get free meal always from yeah.
No, it's honest feedback.
I've got down excellent first class video presentation. The animation was excellent also. Your technical knowledge was second to none, and especially the comparisons you made between iPhones and actual cameras, and your eye contact was 100%. I couldn't fault it. If I can get to do a presentation like that in that type of form, I'd be happy at this stage. Yeah, it was. The ideas was only. I think you said this in the past that you don't do portraits, so maybe getting into collaboration with somebody to do portrait photography together.
Yeah,
and that's
maybe I will make deal with
other than that, I thought it was excellent. I mean, I don't know much about doing presentations, but when I see something that is good, I can see that it's good. Simple as that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Slavo?
positive feedbacks that he use movie animation, puts partial his own voice, good explanations using voice, pictures, and writing text. We're able to learn and remember key points efficiently using all kinds of learning styles. Beautiful pictures connected with music, professional presentation. Some gifts been given, good advice has been given as well. Yeah, master's knowledge.
Thank you. Yeah.
Some ideas, I just make some wrong things in here. Professional, but always can be better. So if you want, you can make some corrections and start your business.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Thank you,
Good
Saba.
Very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise.
Really good, really professional, very clean and tidy and neat and informative. I would have liked it if you shown your book. You know the book that you have somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got images, for instance, demonstration images.
Yeah.
The images
See
you have in there, I think you should pass that book round because that shows you as a photographer. Whereas what you've got here is demonstration between what you said between the two types of cameras.
Yeah.
But this brings people's minds out to kind of exactly who you are as a photographer.
Yeah, this book, the stage of this book should come after we finish the presentation and discussion. So I'll give it to. This is my planning. That give it, please see
Yes.
and give me a feedback.
Mind
So-
you, it wasn't quite happy with all the photos in here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Georgiana.
What I really enjoyed was getting to look at the two pictures to see, compare and contrast. It really drove the message home. I think that you could just show that, and that was great. I think perhaps a bit more rhetorical questions because it speaks for itself. The quality versus of what you get with your camera versus professional camera versus something else. I really liked the video. I thought it was a brilliant idea. It was really engaging, and you clearly have put a lot of thought into it because you even explained how writing on the board really draws people in. It's fantastic, and you can see your problem solving because you made sure you were able to get what you wanted from the tools that you had. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really did.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita.
I think it was very professional, and your voice was very nice.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that.
Your body language and posture and the way you were standing, and also I was really impressed that we learned this yesterday, less than 24 hours, and you did so amazing, just for that little short time.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Because I love it. When I love
Yeah.
something, I spend times without feeling again. Just
It's amazing. I'm really,
Yeah.
really impressed that less than 24 hours we learned this yesterday, and look at how much you
Yeah.
saw it in it. So it's
Excellent. Thank you, Anita. Vicky.
I think I'm about the same as everyone else. Love the video presentation and the cartoons. Looks professional. It was fun to watch as well. So yeah, don't know how you can improve on it really. I haven't got anything to improve on it. Yeah.
By the way, the professional version of that one give you more schematic things. So even someone can go with more professional things. Here I use only the free
version.
Well, even if
free
it's free,
shapes
it's
that
still
they
good.
gave it, which is very limited. So I try to do my best to do that. And then when I wanted to save the video of that one, he's not giving me a permission to save it. That's why I upload it to YouTube, and then from YouTube I download it as a video. So it's like, and the other thing that I struggled today when I wake up, that I have now the items, the video, how to connect it. So I use the iMovie, just a quick tool, that put this, and put the things. So actually it's about 3 or 4 parts of things, but for professional one, I think I don't need to go with around the story and the saving time.
Yeah.
And they are very clever that they gave free trial and put limitation on that. So when you love something, they push you to buy it. So
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Just to add to that, this particular unit that I'm filling in for you is about presentation skills. And as we know, or we might have heard, the social media posts that get the most click-throughs are video content. So as a selling tool for business and for anybody, video is definitely a fantastic medium to use. So I think you've excelled for academically here. If you think about the amount of preparation, the thought Althea's put into this, the time that he spent dedicating to get this ready for today, says to me that academically you've done a superb job here. Even if the video hadn't have been as good as it was, the effort you put in was superb. So as a business, to use video as a selling tool is definitely up there. We should all be using video. All of us should be using video. And maybe Althea's shown us what could be possible if you have an idea and you can get somebody to talk and use these animations. You can tell a story about chicken, you can tell a story about flowers, you can tell a story about everything in this room.
It's suitable for every business.
So as an educational thing, even for me, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've never seen so much effort. I've seen thousands of presentations in 6 years of doing this. I've not seen one with as much effort put in as yours.
This is good.
And I've seen some brilliant ones. We've seen some brilliant ones today, but you understand what I'm saying here? About him taking a new idea and turning that into, with everything else that he's done here, even going as far as recording himself to see how good he is. That shows to me that that's professional at work. So congratulations on that. So yes, you as a presenter, excellent body language, eye contact, good voice, good amplitude, and I think as a photographer, because of your combination of communication skills, your business acumen, and your excellent photography skills themselves, you're probably one of the most professional photographers I've ever met.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Truly so. So, without a doubt, I think you can make money out of this. And I think that this video that you've done, if we remember the 4 Ps, remember the 4 Ps? The right product in the right place, with the right promotion at the right price. If you did an email campaign containing that video, or a social media campaign containing that video, going out to businesses with the question, should I use a smartphone for my business photography, and let them watch that? If that goes out to enough people, who in this room wouldn't agree that he was going to definitely get somebody come back with a question? If that question isn't how much to do this, I don't know why we try, you know? So you've done 95% of the work here to create a fantastic marketing campaign, better than any of us have done in this room so far.
You killed it.
You could just take that into social media activity or email activity, and I'm sure you'll get some results.
Thank you very much. The other thing that I'm trying to attract people here, maybe it's for because one of the services that I offer is the teaching photography. Okay,
I've been there.
And that's why, because you don't have time to look on these photos, but if you see the details of the photos, I put these details only for teaching, so you can see everything about this photo, which device that I use, the group that I make it, and at the end is signed with Athir Dawood Academy of Photography Education. So this is the last word of that one. So this is like when I give it to someone to keep it with him, and he have a chance to see it, so he will know that I am not only doing photography, I am doing also lecturing in photography and teaching.
Sorry, question. When did your passion begin with photography?
2010.
What prompted you?
Wow.
That's very
What-
precise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I
What
remember.
prompted you? What prompted you?
Well, I'm start because if you want the full story about it, because I'm always telling this people who's met me in the media, because I have many TVs met me until now. I think I don't know 6-5 channels until now, and when they ask me the same question, why you are university lecturer, what's the push you going to photography? I start recording my video lectures in university for my students. This is my aim in the beginning. And when I saw the devices, that the quality of recording videos, so I, upgrade my devices just to record videos. And at the end, I read and study and said the D550 Canon is very amazing in full high definition video. So I bought it for video. I didn't bought it for photography. But because that camera with me, and I thought before that mobile phone is enough for me, so why should I hold the camera? But when I start taking photos with that camera, I say, oh, this is something different. It's totally different. Then this is the start of story with photography. So in my, let's say, I don't know, my father is a university lecturer, my grandfather is a university lecturer, I'm a university lecturer, and my son hopefully he will be in the same direction. So we are always, when we know something, we are going to study about it.
What is the buzz behind it? What's the fascination about it? What do you get from it when you do that?
Well, I just love the photos that I got it from the camera, and then I start looking for other photographers' photo, and they said, why I couldn't make like them, because I have the same camera, the same lenses, but I couldn't. So I went to YouTube, try to understand, and Linda and these things, so all learning resources. So I spend, I don't know, it's about 10 hours a week study photography at that time. So within 1 month, I was in let's say in high level at that time.
Do you think it can be very addictive?
It's addictive.
It is.
Taking photos is very addictive.
Very addictive.
Yeah,
I'll
you
tell
have
you
to
that.
love this thing. I mean, I see many beautiful things around me when I start photography. Before I didn't see it, but after photography, after going with this field, I saw many beautiful things around me. Even in bad areas, you can see the beauty in some corner. I mean, if you take some angle. And one of the things that when I did the Facebook group in Rochdale, this is the town that I lived before when I came to England, I saw there's no photography group for that town, so I create one like this, and I put my photos on for Rochdale, and people of Rochdale hate this place. I don't know why, but when they saw my picture, they said, you make it beautiful. So I gather more people to enter that one, the more photographer put there, and now I have 900 members in that group. Yeah. So yesterday we did something that we just used it as advertise for the Manchester event, and I asked photographer to put only photos for Manchester City, for beautiful Manchester City for this week. So we'll make this week, and I will select the best photo of this, and maybe I'll print it and send it to the photographer as a gift later. So this is, I made it for, not for business, but because I love it.
Passionate.
Yeah, passionate.
Very good. Should we give Theo a round of applause? Very well done. Very well done. Thank you. So, last but not least, Slava. You've emailed me your slides, yeah? No?
Yeah,
Yes?
I did. Unless I can.
You got them on there? Just plug it in. Just, what page did you write down? 40, what page is that?
46.
46.
Ah,
46.